We got water. I heard it pop loose, so that's awesome. Just need that water pressure up higher. So maybe loosen that bolt, lock nut, lower the handle down a little bit, tighten it, and it should pull that shaft up a little bit higher. Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to the Greens Hilltop Homestead. Today, my projects are going to be fixing our property hydrants. We have some Frostline hydrants that need to be fixed. I have to replace a couple of them. Hopefully not. I bought a couple kits for them so I can rebuild them. And we'll just go over everything. We'll get everything fixed. If we got to tear them apart, we'll tear them apart. We just got to get 3 of them working, because one by the barn, that one works good. It just leaks, and there's washers that might need to be replaced. I'll have to turn off the main water and rebuild it. And then there's another one that's gonna feed our grapevines. That one hasn't worked ever, so I gotta dig into that one. And then we have this one here. That one's never worked, so I'll have to see what's going on. But if you haven't done it yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share our videos, and let's jump onto the Ranger, get our tools, and let's go fix these things. All right, so what I'm gonna fix today is these hydrants, the Frostline hydrants. Basically, inside of here, there's a plunger about 2 feet down that's inside of this pipe. So basically, when you turn this on, lift this up, it pulls the plunger up, lets the water come up here, and that's how you get water. But we have 3 on the property that don't work. I don't know if there's a bunch of mud caked up in there, if I got to rebuild it. One by the barn, it's leaking right here. So basically, there's a set screw right here that adjusts this handle, and then this screw here you can loosen up to adjust the setting of the shaft. And I don't know if there's just a bunch of mud in there, or I just need to rebuild them. It's easier just to rebuild these hydrants, because you got to do this right. You got to dig this hole 3 feet around, get down there, take it apart, remove it, make sure you put gravel rock, or river rock, or some type of rock that absorbs the water. It has to be done right. And the problem with this property, the house was built amazing. When they built the house, I ain't worried if a tornado comes through here. It's got a nice built basement, everything, so we're safe in the house. But the water line here, I don't get it. So the street is way over there, way down there, and they ran 3/4 inch PVC. There was like 4 other hydrants that were broke, and I had to dig them out, and I capped them off. But it runs to the barn, and then it just runs 3/4 inch all the way to the house. So there is water pressure issues, which they should have ran 1 inch and ran in some type of piping, and put little caps on the property where they had their connection. So, you know, if I need to redo something, I could do it. But unfortunately, it's not done that way. So this is what I got. So I need to get this one working, because this is going to feed the grapevines here. So I'm going to run a line here. I might just put a hose. I mean, I could run it on top of here and just disconnect it when I'm not using it. But I need to put a drip system. Here's the trellises, they're done. I'm adding two more lines. I think we're getting 6 more plants. So I'm going to have 2 more of these on here for the muscadine grapes. So I'm going to run it to this one. Now we'll dig a little trench here. We'll run a water line here. And then right through the middle on each trellis, I'm going to put drip lines that come down, because these grapes have to have 10 gallons of water every day so they grow good. Because we just finally had some rain. It hasn't rained in a month, so it's been real dry. Finally got some water. The plants are looking a lot better, but they're definitely going to grow a lot faster now that they're fertilized and all that. So I got to get this water line fixed. And there's also one up there by the trees, by the fruit trees. That one don't work. I have to get that one fixed because we gotta be able to run a hose to water the trees and everything over there. So I'm hoping this will be an easy fix. I have some rust buster. We use this on all of our jobs, replacing set screws and motors and all kinds of stuff. But it's this is the brand here. That's the brand. Works great. So this thing's pretty bad. I mean, it's rusted pretty good. So I'm just gonna spray this on there. It should break it up if it's seized. I seen the shaft moving up, but there was just no water coming out. So I'm gonna mess with this set screw, make adjustments once this busses the rust loose a little bit, and see if I can get this one fixed. Because I mean, it's in good shape. Just not sure what's going on. Just gotta start loosening up the screws and seeing what I could do. So let me get the wrench and get set up. Let's get this fixed. So gonna undo the set screw. Now loosened up pretty good. Right. So I gotta make adjustments there. I'm gonna tighten this a little bit. Might need to be tightened. And you're supposed to put this on a 90-degree, kind of like this, and then adjust the set screw. Hopefully this works. That'll be an easy fix. All right, let's see here. Oh, okay. That's awesome. Water pressure is a little low. Let's see what I can do there. I think I just gotta adjust that. So let's go ahead and, hey, if it's this easy, I should have done this a long time ago. The things you learn off of YouTube. Just watched a couple videos of this yesterday because I need to get this done. I'm gonna set this up a little higher. It says 90 degrees, but I'm just gonna mess with it and see what the right set point is. This just grabs a hold of that shaft. All right. Nope, that didn't do anything. So let's try this again. I wonder if I can just. Okay, it's sliding up there. I'm gonna go lower. See what that does. I think it needs to pull that plunger up higher. I mean, we got water coming out of there now. I'm gonna say this thing's good. Nope. No pressure. I mean, that's a plus. Let's see if I do this. Got pressure. I should be coming out a lot better than that. But hey, there was no water coming out. That's good. You know, worst comes to worst, if I can't get this pressure up higher, I can just get a couple pipe wrenches, put them on here, pull that head off. I gotta go turn the water off, and just replace the plunger. I think there's just a lot of buildup on there. Alright, so I got the one hydrant fixed down there. Oh, there's this one. This one looks worse than the other. But nothing. no water. So let's spray this on there. This worked great on the other one. So we got, doesn't have high pressure. Pressure's pretty in the medium range, but it's good enough for our grapevines down there. And eventually I'm gonna have to replace the guts on it. So let's just get this one on. This stuff works awesome. Alright, let's see here. Get my wrenches. So here's the new one. And as you can see right here, this is at the bottom of the pipe. There's a plunger in there. When you lift up, it sets inside of here and allows the pressure. When you pull the handle up, pulls the plunger into here, allows the water pressure to go inside. So that's why it's just easier to replace this head. You can buy just a head for it online, which I wish I would have done that, because this thing costs 120 bucks. And you'll get this for half the price. There's all the parts. This packing nut right here. You want to make sure this is loose when you're adjusting the set screw. So hopefully that fixes it. Here, air channel lock just in case, because I gotta loosen that packing nut on there before I do the set screw. So let's see what happens. So yeah, it'll rust right up. This packing nut easier on this one. I bet you there's just a lot of buildup in here. On the new one it says 60 degrees, but I heard 90 degrees, so that's where I'm going to set it at. And what happened when I was adjusting that one I was fixing down there, it stripped the inside of here, so I'm going to have to replace the guts on that one. And I have a rebuild kit for that one. You can buy some box about that big at Tractor Supply. It's a rebuild kit. It replaces the plunger inside, the washers. It gives you these clamps here and a new set screw. I'll have to look at my kit. It's down in the barn. Go ahead and tighten this up. Hopefully we get water out here. It'd be awesome. Nothing on that one. So this one might need to be replaced. Or there's a chance, well, I could have capped this one off. Because I know there was another one right down in the middle. Looks like they pulled that one out. I'm just curious if this is capped off. Probably gonna have to turn the water off. Wait, no. Loosen this up. Try a different setting. Let's go to there. Hold on, yeah. Let's try. I'm just gotta try different spots on it. How it works. Yeah, I don't think that plunger's working because If the plunger, if there was water in there, it would be leaking out of this bolt here. There's no water coming out. So I heard it pop loose, and a little bit of water came out of the packing. It stopped. So. Let me try this. Get lucky. We got water. I heard it pop loose, so that's awesome. Just need that water pressure up higher. So maybe loosen that bolt, lock nut, lower the handle down a little bit, tighten it, and it should pull that shaft up a little bit higher. But yeah, he's never had water coming out of him since we lived here. So that's awesome. Alright, so I'm going to tighten this packing nut up right here. Because it did, when I lifted it up, a big old chunk of crap came out of it. So I'll tighten this up. See how it works now. Look at there, look at there. We got some water. This one has a lot better pressure than the other one I fixed down there. But the set screw is pretty strict. I'm gonna go get another set screw off another hydrant, the old one I have sitting up at the she shed. And take it down there and see if it works better. But yeah, look at that. Down you this penetration rust buster right here. This stuff is awesome. Stuff looks great. Watch some YouTube videos, that's all it takes. So I got this one fixed. I have to fix the one by the barn. I do have to tear that one apart. I'll shut the main water off. I need to put new washers in there. We'll go down to the barn. I'll show you the kit that you can buy at Tractor Supply. Let's take it right down there. Alright, so this is the one by the barn. This one, like I said, I'm going to have to take it to turn the water off. But the water pressure on this is good. You know what? Let me try something out. I'm going to try to set that screw. Oh, so the packing nut, I wonder if I just tighten that up. Where's my, look at this. Let me get some more of this awesome stuff right here. Let me go ahead and turn this off. So there's just, I'm sure it's going to be the, right in here, there's washers that might need to be replaced, but hey, let's see what happens. Maybe it just needs to be tightened. That would be awesome, right? And the pressure, this one works really good. This one has a lot of pressure. And right here, there's a lid, and it has a shut off for the barn, so it's right off the main. So let's see, maybe we'll get lucky. That'd be an easy fix. So what are you guys doing on Sunday? It's a nice day today. I think it's like 75 right now, and there's a nice breeze. It feels great out here. Alright, let's try this out. Let's see what happens. Maybe that's all it takes. Just a little tiny knot lock. Yeah, I don't think so. It's not going to be that easy to fix. Wait. It's tightening up. It shouldn't tighten. If this is in right, it shouldn't be loose, which it is. It's because I'm able to turn it. All right, let's see. Hey, let's see. That's not good. Now I don't have any water pressure. Okay. Let me fix that. I was thinking I ain't got no. I was thinking I have no water pressure because there's no water coming out of here. So the leak is fixed. Let's see if we have pressure over here. We got pressure. So I would recommend, before you go and buy the new kit for it, buy a whole new, I mean, if you buy the whole thing, it's $120. If you buy just the top of it, I think it's half the price. And then if you buy the rebuild kit, I think I paid like 30 bucks for it. Buy some of that jack spray. I'll definitely have to, before I post this video, I'll get the link and I'll post it on the bottom in the description. And I would get a can of that because I think it's like $8. And it's well worth it. If you have something rusted, it'll break it right up. So no more leaks, which is awesome. That was an easy fix. So try that first. I mean, we just fixed that with some of the rust buster and tighten the bolt and fix that problem. But let's see that kit. Take a look at this. All right, let's go where there's more light. But here's the kit. Gotta get used to this GoPro. But right there, it's a hydrant repair kit. Comes with the plungers. It does come with that housing for the top. So yeah, you can just rebuild that. Comes with the 2 arms there for your handle. The washers, 2 black washers on there. And like I said, I believe this was like $30-something. So I impress myself sometimes. These girls they'll definitely let you know when this electrical fence isn't working. So one of them got out and they've never escaped out of this new pasture. When I come over here, I found that has no power, nothing coming out. And right there, there's a break in it. This wire, I don't recommend using this wire right here. It's just it's crap. That's what I had at the time, so I had to use it. So I'm gonna get the 6-stranded conductor, the braided wire, and just rerun this whole thing all the way around. And I'm gonna split these pastures. This pasture here, I'm gonna split it in 3. So I guess when I go to the co-op, I'm gonna just get everything to do that. So I gotta figure out why this thing doesn't have any power coming out. I mean, it beeps and everything, so I gotta take it apart or figure out what's going on. I mean, I'm using these American Farmworks. It's a Tractor Supply solar fence shocker. I have one over there too, and I've had that one there for a few years and it's worked great. So I'm gonna just see what's going on. I'm gonna run the ground wire up, maybe because it wasn't aiming directly in the sunlight, but I've never had a problem with it before. Alright, I figured it out. It's got voltage going through. I had to stick my finger on there, got a jolt, so I know it's working. I think the problem was it just wasn't facing in the direction of the sun. I had it pointing up west, and yeah, but it's always worked, which is weird. So I got it facing directly in the sun. Got a shock, but I also noticed looking like stepping in cow crap. Line was twisted around the barbed wire down at the end there, so I fixed that. But I'm still gonna replace this wire. Just doesn't have enough conductors in it. There's only 2 conductors in it, and if it was broken right here, I might just have to check the whole fence and see if it's broken anywhere else. I guess I should do a walk around, make sure it's not twisted anywhere else. But I know along the property line over there, there's some small weeds that are touching the wire, but I don't think that's gonna cause any issues. But I'm gonna go get my weed trimmer and trim it all up. Just don't want anything touching it, so they get a good jolt when they touch it. But should be fine. Maybe I should give it another finger touch, little test. That's what the kids are for. I'm gonna go put some batteries in my trail cams. This hunting season is coming up. And there is a tree stand that's on my property that belongs to my neighbor, which they didn't call me, they didn't text me, and they say, hey, my kids are gonna be hunting on your property. And they're shooting right in our range. So down here, there's a flat area, and if you walk down there, those bullets are coming at you. So I already marked all the trees on our property line that shows so they can see you're like 50 yards on our property. And they're putting food plots down. They're putting corn down, they're putting, well, not food plots, but they're putting corn down, they're putting just putting a bunch of stuff down there, which isn't cool because it's on my property, which is kind of irritating. Last year, or the year before, I was up in my tree stand, and right over there, I seen a white truck pull up on our neighbor's property. The judge owns a lot of the land here, which you know, if you shoot a deer on your property, go find your deer. But they were hunting on my property. Some old guy and his grandkid. Wasn't the judge or anybody like that. It was just, he said I went down there and talked to him. I mean, the kid, they shot a deer, and I mean, I'm not gonna yell at him or anything like that, but I kind of let him know this is my property. But they said they shot it up a ways and they were just looking for it. But I heard the gunshot, I seen the truck, they shot it on my property, which is annoying. Asking me, if someone comes to me and says, hey, can I hunt on your property? No problem, go for it. Go for it. You know what, go ahead. As long as you ask me, because it's irritating when I'm sitting up in that tree stand up there and gunshots are going off behind me. Especially when I've been sitting there for hours waiting for something to come by to shoot, and they're on my property. But anyways, back to these. I gotta replace the batteries on this. This trail cam has worked pretty good, so I gotta change the batteries. I'm gonna put some food here because we still almost have about a month before we're actually, well, 3 weeks before we'll be hunting, and they'll be gone by the time it's hunting season. But these deer, I mean, they walk right through here. They come up there, they walk right here. They either go on this side or they come right through here and walk around. So there's my tree stand. There's my camera. So yeah, I shot what did I get, $4 so far that we lived here. I got $4, and all of them were from right there. So let me go ahead and let's get these batteries changed out and get set up. Right now I'm in my tree stand. And right down there's the camera. So all these leaves will fall off these trees. I'm out of breath. I swear, after I had pneumonia a couple years ago, my breathing is all jacked up. But anyway, all these leaves will be gone. So there's all kinds of windows in here. My last year's buck, there's my ranger. Ooh, way up towards the end, our house is right there. You can see it when all the leaves are gone. The buck was right up there at the top of the hill. Shot him, he dropped in a spot. But it's so peaceful out here. I can just sit up here for hours. In the morning, I come out here like at 5 o'clock in the morning, get set up. And like I said, last year I was walking down from the house, and I heard all the deer run. They were running all around me. And I got up here, got in my tree stand, and I heard some walking over here, and it was a big old buck. He just walked up the hill, and I had a little window, shot him in his heart, and he dropped right there. But yeah, it's a nice, clear. I have a shot. This is all clear right here. Sometimes they'll walk over there. Oh, there's the judge's line, but I have markers. He put markers on his property, so, which is good, because then I know where our property line is. And he's a cool first guy. I did shoot one deer, and it went onto his property. I shot him down here, and it went into his bushes over there. I mean, I'm just not going to walk on someone's property. I have his number. I called him, hey, I shot a deer, and it's like right on your property. He's like, well, get it. You shoot it, get it. If you shoot a deer, you don't have to ask me, just go get it. But I like to ask anyways, just in case if he has someone hunting on his property, you know. Just want to make sure he knows. It was kind of cool having two owls right there in front of you. They're probably about 20 feet away on a branch. But it's just very relaxing out here. You just hear all the birds, all the bugs. You hear the deer running around, all the squirrels, tons of squirrels. So there's this tree right here, right next to this one that I'm sitting on. I'm gonna put my portable tree stand right there, and I'll have my son and my daughter's husband, when he's hunting right here, I'll gotta film it. And you can just focus on hunting. He likes to use the bow. I haven't got a deer yet with my bow. I think I actually shot a doe, because when I found my bow, I found my arrow, it was all full of blood. But I looked, tried to find her, I couldn't find her anywhere, unfortunately. But he likes the bow. He wants to be the first one to get a deer with a bow on my property. So we'll have to see about that. I think I'm gonna try this year. I'm gonna try hard. Alright, well, just a few things that I do here. Had to get those hydrants fixed. Get the camera set up out here. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did enjoy it, subscribe, give a thumbs up, share our videos. Give it a like, because we want to get monetized. And then we're gonna focus on one video a week, just to make good video to put out there. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you on the next one.